Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Spartan.
And I'm Pudgey.
And we're watching Dark Season 2, Episode 2. So the story is officially broadened on a whole new level of depth. We now have 5 timelines, which is just insanity. I thought at 3 we were just blowing our minds, but we're at 5.
But it's not even just the 5 timelines, right? It's obviously a whole set of new characters, and that's fine, but old characters from different timelines coming to the 2019 or 2020 timeline.
And characters move timelines, and they're all happening at the same time and affecting each other at the same time.
And it's like, where are you from again? Like, what year are you from? Like, I don't even know at this point.
This gives everything is connected a whole new meaning.
Yeah.
And things are just getting outrageous. I mean, we met Adam. We don't know much about him yet.
No.
But we know that he seems to be even higher than Noah. You know, he's kind of the guy that made Noah like who he is. Trained him up.
He's guiding the, prophecy. Like, he is trying to make this prophecy happen. Whatever it is. That's all we really know.
Yeah. And, I mean, we left off with Noah taking Bartos into the cave, supposedly to maybe 1921, where Adam is, but honestly, at this point, it could be anywhere.
I don't know, because Adam asked Noah, did you tell Bartos? And then he said yes or no. And then he said, does he suspect anything? And he said no. So I don't know exactly where they're going.
Are you sure that was said like that? I remember them saying something and saying about Bartos' temperament always being like that, but
yeah, that was after.
You've said a lot of specific things there. I don't like it when you get specific because the wording's a little bit off, and the wording in this is very subtle meaning.
Yeah.
So let's just, Pudgey, you got to tone it down.
No, I'm pretty sure it's correct.
Because you love quoting things, but then you don't get the quotes on point, and
sure
the meaning's very finicky. A couple of different words could change the whole understanding in this show.
I'm correct.
All right, I'll go with you. I hope you are, because you've just, I don't know what you've done. Oh, it was going so well, and then you spoke.
Such a hater on me in this
show. You destroy my brain in this show. As I mentioned, I think earlier, maybe early season 1, we think so differently when things get complex.
Yeah.
And so it's already no secret, stressful enough trying to piece it together. I sweat every episode. And then you have brain aneurysms. And the way you dive into things, but not in a way that reassures me, it then makes me feel like I can't, then I get more lost. Because then I'm like, do I take what she said at face value? I don't know it to be that way. I just, and then you can't explain it to give me confidence. You're like, yeah, it's like that. And I'm like, now I've got to go back to last episode and check it again, which we do every recording, and I get sick of doing that. It gets so tiring, dude. Oh my God. This show is going to be the end of the channel, I'm telling you now. Now, speaking of all the timeline, oh my God, I can't even continue because my ear is actually bleeding. That high-pitched one killed it.
Go.
Trying to move the show forward. Speaking of timelines intertwining, I mean... Timelines, yes. I'm getting real tired of this, Pudgey. I'm getting real tired of it, man. It's been a really long day. Just want to watch.
Go.
Oh my God. I'm losing my motivation to present this.
No. Go for it.
JONAS is in 2020. I'm assuming with 2020, 2019.
The older JONAS is in 2020.
Yeah, the people know. They've seen the series, Pudgey. They've seen the series, man. Come on, man.
You can be specific.
I do. You know what?
Because JONAS is also in 2052. Wait, no, I'm not wrong in this. I'm holding my ground for that one.
No one's saying you're wrong. I'm done.
Right,
I'm
go
so
on.
exhausted. I can't do a night time.
Go, JONAS is
Take
in
over. Take over.
I don't know what you were going to say.
I'm not in the way anymore. I've already tried 45 times. I don't know. I was just trying to chat because it's better than listening to laughing for 3 hours.
I don't know. I think they enjoy it. Ooh.
Okay, keep laughing then.
No, go. JONAS is in 2020, the older JONAS.
Yes. I don't know what point I was going to make. I'm being honest with you. I don't know what point. I thought that was cool. That's where we're at. I'm sort of setting the stage coming into this second episode.
We're just going to get into the episode and tell us what's going on, really.
We are so ruined. This series has ruined our brains, man. We are so thrash.
Last episode, what we finished off on was the wormhole thing with the black on top of it.
Oh, that explanation. But yes, the wormhole looked to be sort of going all over the place, and JONAS crept under the wall where he was not meant to go in 2052.
Which we think is where the power plant was, where they cemented all of the toxic chemicals.
Yes.
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 Yeah, no, I don't like you. I don't like you anymore. Because, like, every episode, you just laugh at everything that I say.
You know why I laugh? Because I feel like when we get to the point where our brains are dead and we're like, you know what, like, let's just taper it down
Speak
so
for
we can
yourself.
get into... Mate, your brain's definitely dead. And then we're tapering it down, but then you add that extra little bit of theory from the discussion, which then opens up a new can of worms, and then we're going to get lost again. Yes. Peter Doppler now has identified Noah thanks to his daughter and has come to Charlotte with it. So that's just moved the case forward a little bit. They've got some face. I mean, they're freaking out because obviously it's from Charlotte's grandfather's era, but they've got a face to the name. You know, they've seen Ulrich back in time. Charlotte's seen it. So they're definitely starting to get clued in on that. The timelines are crossing over. People are moving about. Things are not the way they should be. Mm-hmm. So that is just changing the game a little bit. Everyone's getting, Hannah now knows. Everyone's getting clued in a little bit. Even Magnus and Martha are sort of seeing at these caves.
In 6 days or 5 days, some apocalypse where everyone gets wiped out. So then, is there really any use in any of them knowing? Do some of them get saved because of that? Like, I don't know where we're at.
That's the madness that we're at the moment. Thank you to all of our Patreon supporters. If you want up to 4 weeks of early access to our reactions, or you want to watch our uncut reactions, we'll leave a link down below.
And if you guys are watching this over on YouTube, don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments down below what you thought of this episode. I'm so cool.
Alright guys, let's go before we have a mental breakdown.
Es ist uns gelungen, das Gottesteilchen und die aus ihm resultierende Masse zu stabilisieren.
The God particle.
So they're calling it.
Eine Art Portal, welches möglicherweise das Reisen durch die Zeit erlaubt.
Is this Claudia?
Well, it's somebody. He's listening to a voice recording.
In einer Versuchsanordnung konnten Objekte bereits durch die stabilisierte Materie.
Sending objects through. Is that where they sent Mads through? You know how he just appeared through a worm? I don't know.
No, we saw when he got sent through.
But not from where? Like, was it on the other side?
Yes.
Messungen deuten darauf hin, dass es keine Form von Energieverlust gibt. Eine Art rekursives System, das sich selbst zu erhalten scheint.
How does he even know what he's doing, honestly?
God damn. Student one day, then bloody physicist the next.
Dies spricht zwar nicht gegen den Energieerhaltungssatz, jedoch gegen den zweiten Hauptsatz der Thermodynamik.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Yeah, like you understood all that.
No, but I thought it was going to be consistent. That almost like solidified it.
Oh, wow. What did he do? Now
It's
that
lowering.
is interesting. Of course.
That is not good.
They ran out of power.
Okay.
But it's on the right track.
It can only be like contained for like this short.
Well, they don't have enough power coming through the generator, I believe, to contain it. Guessing it's out of petrol?
Fuel.
Yeah. That is insane, man.
That kind of brings me back to like Stranger Things days.
A little bit. 87, so naturally everything's moved forward now. 5 days, wow.
But we know he gets older.
But he's in 87, so for him it's not in 5 days.
Yeah.
5 days in the 2020 timeline.
So noch eine Woche, dann sind schon Ferien.
You're gonna like feel
Meine
something.
Mutter hat heute Geburtstag.
Oh, damn.
Du weißt, was wir darüber gesagt haben.
What did we say about it?
Die Vergangenheit ist die Vergangenheit.
Und jetzt ist jetzt.
Oof.
Wollen wir?
I get it.
But this is like the one situation where like, that does not apply very well.
True.
Regina, du kommst zu spät!
Isn't it weird? You'd be going to school with all his parents' friends?
I know.
Regina!
Ich kann das wirklich öfters machen.
Regina!
Oh, he's retired now. Remember he was retiring?
Hast du die bloß aufgetrieben?
How do you explain it?
Sieht ja aus wie Gretchen.
Quatsch. Regina, wo bleibst du denn?
He's seen a few too many things now, hasn't he?
Es gibt da was ich dir sagen muss.
Hallo, Opa. Können wir?
Oh, Regina's changed a lot. Less nerdy now, more confident.
Du wolltest mir was sagen?
Schon okay.
It's
Damn.
always the case.
Damn photo, hey?
It'd be haunting you, man.
Thus the world was created.
Das Interview mit Frau Tiedemann. Schon vergessen?
Nein. Ich habe nur gedacht, vielleicht machen Sie es doch alleine.
Wieso? Haben Sie was Besseres zu tun?
Kind of.
Ich frage mich nur, warum wir mit Frau Tiedemann anfangen. Sie steht mit keinem der Vermissten in irgendeiner Beziehung.
Yeah, interesting place to start.
Alle Personen sind in unmittelbarer Nähe der Höhlen und des AKW-Geländes.
That's the link.
Yep.
Für den 1986 verschwundenen Bruder Ihres Kollegen Ulrich Nielsen. Und dann ist da noch diese Tür in den Höhlen, die direkt zum AKW führt.
It's kind of like testing his knowledge. What do you know?
Finden Sie es nicht außergewöhnlich?
Was?
Dass Alexander
Regina was in
Tiedemann
her
den
mid-20s and then they
anderen
married?
Oh, he
Yeah.
took. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I never thought about that.
He's very smart, isn't
He's
he? I like
good.
this guy.
He looks for the slightest, thing that doesn't add up.
And because he believes there's a reason for everything.
Kommen Sie?
Ja.
Oh, he saw the photo.
Well, I thought it was of the cave.
Nope, he saw the photo.
Ich weiß, woher du das Geld hast. Blasen 40 €, Anal 85, Spielchen kosten extra.
Oh, is that what the conclusion was?
Ich weiß, von wem du dein Geld kriegst.
Dein erster Gedanke ist, dass ich mich prostituiere?
Well, I mean, tell him the truth and then maybe you won't think it. Like, I don't know.
Verkauf nicht meine Titten oder mein Arsch. Ich verkaufe Rezepte für eine scheiß Hormontherapie, du Idiot. Mein Vater hat die früher als Bezahlung für seine Besuche benutzt. Jetzt geht er nicht mehr hin und ich bin die neue Bezugsquelle.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Ich hab dir gesagt, es geht dich einen Scheißdreck an und es geht dich auch einen Scheißdreck an. Ich kann nicht glauben, dass du mir hinterher spioniert hast.
I know, but if you guys are
Bist du
together.
Yeah, together, man. I mean, he's of course gonna be suspicious.
Yeah.
He's gonna gaslight like it's his fault. It ain't his fault.
The Jonas, like when he was younger?
This is still so weird.
I know. Showing her everything.
Was ist das?
Eine Zeitmaschine.
And to him, it's just his mum.
Ich habe alles falsch gemacht. Ich habe versucht, ein Geheimnis zu bewahren. Aber in Wahrheit ist es genau das, was uns kaputt macht.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're
what?
really exploring that idea now. Secrets.
Mama, ich weiß, das klingt bescheuert. Deswegen will ich, dass du selber siehst. Mit eigenen Augen.
Is she
Oh
gonna
my
travel?
God.
Was meinst du?
Papas Geheimnis.
Are we finally gonna get it? Or is it just about Mikkel being Michael?
Potentially. How strange.
Mach mal Platz, Spack.
Oh, my God, that's your mother.
God.
That is nuts.
Jana, komm mal jetzt. Ist trotzdem immer so lange.
She become like her friend. Damn.
When did that happen?
Es ist wegen dem Hund. Sie sagt, er gehört ihr.
Oh, what?
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
What
the
is this?
fuck? And you're not gonna recognize yourself. You don't even know what you look like yet.
Wir haben das Tierheim angerufen, aber niemand hat sie vermisst.
Did she though?
Und sie sieht aus wie der Hund, den ich hatte, als ich ein Kind war. Gretchen.
Oh, oh my God.
This is so weird.
Woher wissen Sie das?
Weil es mein Hund ist. Genauso wie es deiner ist.
Oh man.
And they've got different colored eyes. Surely she can see now that she's looking more closely that
Oh,
it's...
she does have different colored eyes. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Wie bitte?
Wow. What is Claudia's like? What's she trying to do?
Is he gonna go see Ulrich?
Warum nicht weit weg?
That question's still
Ich weiß, es
haunting
ist schwer
him.
zu glauben. Aber ich erinnere mich.
Woran?
An genau diesen Moment.
So it's all happened just like this.
That's so wild. I remember it, but it's happening now for the first time. Like, but I'm older, so I remember it. Oh my god.
2 Leute sitzen an ihren Tischen, Hermann und Kowalczyk. Gleich wird unsere Sekretärin zum rechten Tisch gehen.
Oh my god.
Achte auf Kowalczyk. Gleich lässt er seinen Stift fallen.
Yeah, nah, at that point,
Smooth.
dude, that's crazy. You gotta believe it.
Ich habe alles erlebt. Alles, was du erlebt hast, alles, was du erleben wirst.
Oh my
Ich bin du.
god.
Und mir wurde von mir gesagt, dass wir eine und dieselbe Person sind.
I was told by me that we're the same person.
Das ist Gretchen. An dem Tag, als sie in die Höhle gelaufen ist, habe ich dort auf sie gewartet.
Oh, that makes
Als wäre
sense.
ich keine Sekunde gealtert.
And that's why she didn't come back.
That's
Oh
why
my
she ran
god.
Ich habe sie auf die andere Seite gebracht, damit du sie findest.
So then this, like, would make more sense.
Die Höhle. Der Störfall letzten Sommer. Es ist doch noch
Starting
was
to add
passiert.
up.
Imagine that realization. You're talking to yourself about it. Like, mind blowing.
That's awesome.
That's gonna get him found out though, right? Maybe he wants that. What's the game plan? Obviously needs fuel, so he's gonna get it from the truck. Somehow.
The tank, but yeah.
That's what I mean.
There he is, I think.
Gonna siphon the fuel. You better be damn silent, boy.
He was just a schoolboy, and now look what he's
I
involved
know,
in. Like, it's nuts.
I know. Like, his biggest worry was, you know, the girl that he liked was with a friend of his, like... Whew.
Damn,
Please
has me
don't,
on
please
edge,
don't,
man.
please don't, please don't.
He'll
Come
be
on.
gone, he'll be
He's
gone.
gone, let's go. Perfect. Like, it's taking his damn time, just
Oh.
like reeling that up.
Thank God for that.
Sie ist nie da. Und wenn sie da ist, dann nur um an mir rumzumosern.
But he's also got this other relationship with her at this point.
Sie hat noch nie "Ich liebe dich" zu mir gesagt.
And what were those scars on her? Have we seen it before? I can't remember.
I think she was self-harming.
Yeah, we did say that actually.
Well, that's big. And you see why she fell for him.
But why does he love her? Is there a deeper
Yeah,
thing?
that's why I'm...
Er wollte wissen, was 1986 wirklich passiert ist, weil ich die Letzte war, die seinen Bruder lebend gesehen hat.
She's not lying.
Ihr Mann. Seit wann lebt er in Winden?
Seit 1986. Wieso fragen Sie?
The year that Mads went missing.
Oh, straight to the point.
Verstehe ich jetzt nicht, was hat das eine mit dem anderen zu tun?
Also wenn wir hier fertig...
He knows he's getting somewhere.
Da kommt doch noch was. Oder?
This guy's good, man.
Letztes Jahr kam ein Fremder ins Hotel. Das sind seine Sachen.
JONAS.
And that same stranger's actually technically in town at the moment.
Mhm.
Er sah aus wie ein Obdachloser. Er hat bar bezahlt. Ist nach ein paar Tagen wieder gegangen, wollte das Zimmer aber behalten.
This is interesting. Different Charlotte seeing it, but different seeing him seeing it too now.
Als er gegangen ist, wollte er, dass ich ein Paket für ihn aufgebe.
An wen?
Jonas Kahnwald.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
shit. Who's also missing.
Charlotte's shaking.
Yeah, because it's proving what she was thinking.
Yeah.
Ich muss gehen. Elisabeth hat Schwimmunterricht, das habe ich ganz vergessen. Tut mir leid. Sie können sich ein Taxi nehmen.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be suspicious
Yeah,
of her too.
for sure. Especially after seeing that photo too.
Dieser Fremde. Wie sah der genau aus?
Is he thinking like from the picture he saw Noah? I don't know. This duo is still tripping me out a bit.
Yeah. You would not think it's mother and son.
Was machen wir hier?
Es ist sicherer, von hier aus zu reisen.
Safer to travel. Okay, so you still can, but it's closer the better.
Ich hab dir gesagt, es wird einfacher zu verstehen sein, wenn du es erst gesehen hast.
Yeah, where are they gonna go though? Which timeline? Are they gonna go back here? Maybe.
I don't know, dude. This is
Well,
getting
it looks
insane.
like Mikkel is going close to the cave and...
You can hear it. Is it coming from the cave?
Maybe he thinks this is his opportunity to go back. Oh my god. And that's what the energy looked like with Jonas in the future when he like contained it. Imagine this now, his future wife.
Soll ich in der Schule sein?
Oh, what the hell is that?
Oh man. Oh man.
Warum bist du nicht in der Schule?
None of your goddamn business.
Hm.
Oh, he's too creepy.
Da würde ich aber lieber nicht rein. Da drin ist es wie in einem Labyrinth.
Yeah, the maze, the
Sind
labyrinth.
schon manche nicht mehr rausgekommen.
Damn, he's trying to scare him out of it. Making sure that Mikkel can't return.
Yes.
Dass für jeden Menschen einen Plan hat. Aber was ist, wenn Gott keine Ahnung hat, was tut?
Isn't
Wenn
that
der Plan
interesting?
falsch ist und Gott sich irrt.
He's questioned it
And
before.
Noah also thinks that.
Manchmal müssen wir nur ein bisschen fester dran glauben, dass alles wieder gut wird.
Like he has to fully believe that now because he doubled down.
But I'm pretty sure he said similar things before. I think he's showing a different face to Mikkel.
Ich wollte das schon lange machen. Mal vorbeikommen.
Oh, he's seeing what's his name? Helge.
Helge's already... Is this like a mental hospital? Is that what he was booking in the hospital?
Mats verschwinden. Das lässt mich nicht los.
Oh no, the hospital because the car accident, dude.
Yeah,
my
yeah.
memories. No, yeah.
Da hattest du Schicht im AKW.
You can't run away now.
Er hat gesagt, er kann alles ändern. Er kann die Vergangenheit ändern und die Zukunft. Wer hat es gesagt?
Damn, he's coming out with it now.
Aber niemand kann das ändern. Niemand. Nicht einmal der weiße Teufel.
Oh, the
So
white
is this when he
devil.
stopped making sense?
Das hast du schon mal gesagt. Damals, als Kind.
Yeah, because it happened when yeah, woof.
Oh my god. So it was after that car accident that he
Yeah.
became who he is. That's nuts,
Yeah.
man.
In 5 Tagen beginnt alles neu.
But that's so crazy. You have to
Du musst
sacrifice
Adam
something for it to, like...
You must stop Adam.
Here's
Send it to
Adam.
her.
Du verstehst es jetzt noch nicht.
So tell her.
Aber bald.
What? But hasn't she already gone through this herself then and not stopped
Yeah,
Adam?
that's what I mean. Like, if you know that... That's the part that I'm confused about.
Du hast nicht mehr viel Zeit mit Regina.
Oh, that's when she
wow.
disappears.
Dann wird sie leben.
Oh, because she's dying, so they're trying to change that. Wow. Yeah, I don't blame you, love. God damn.
She just disappeared into thin air. Who you saying is... They're trying to change what?
Well, they're saying trying to save Regina because she's dying.
I
She said
didn't
if-
get that from that.
That's not the only thing they're doing. I'm saying it's part of it. That they could save her. Oh, right about it, Pudgey.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew it.
It was inevitable, this part. Oh my god, it's a creepy face.
What happened to her for her eye to be like that?
Letztes Jahr, als die Kinder verschwunden sind, war ein Mann in Reginas Hotel.
Er hatte Zeichnungen dabei.
Okay. What is she getting from this now?
Die sind aus dem Buch. Das Buch, das mein Großvater geschrieben hat. Eine Reise durch die Zeit.
Yes.
Also, her grandfather is Townhouse.
That's what I was saying.
Warum hat er mir nie gesagt, wer meine Eltern wirklich sind?
Yeah, true.
So who are her parents?
No, man, what's going on here? Oh, that's the hanging mark.
Oh my god, what the fuck is happening? But then he's alive, like...
Du kennst die Regeln.
Like she doesn't want it to happen, the brunette girl.
Yeah.
Warum lügst du sie an? Warum sagst du nicht, dass wirklich in der Todeszone ist?
Oh my god.
Yeah, why is she lying to them?
Alle werden sterben. In 5 Tagen, in meiner Zeit. Ich muss das stoppen.
Wait, what is she trying to prevent here?
Euer Paradies, das gibt
Okay,
es nicht.
he's literally just like...
Killing everything. She's gone pretty dark, man. Holy shit.
Oh my god, I mean, she was always kind of dark, but like this next level. Shoot the rope or something.
Okay.
What was that for? Like...
That's out of character for her.
Oh my god.
So it wasn't Mikkel who saved him from the hanging then, like I thought.
50 haben wir einen Mann verhaftet. Hat damals 2 Kinder getötet und den Helge Doppler entführt.
Oh, he's talking about Ulrich from back then.
Was ist immer noch hier?
No way. That is insane, man. Oh my god.
Der müsste schon 34 Jahre hier sein.
Oh my god, that is insanity, man.
Den nennen wir hier so. Netter Kerl, ist schon länger hier als die meisten, die hier arbeiten.
Damn. That's so wild to think about.
Hat er auch Freigang?
Nein, der ist in der geschlossenen.
In the closed ward.
So this man's not seen sunlight.
This is really sad.
And he's not been able to do anything about his son. Like, he literally came for his son. Oh my god. This be him? Like, really? Be him?
Mein Name ist Egon Tiedemann.
Oh, he remembers
Ich habe
you.
Sie vor 34 Jahren verhaftet.
Is that really him?
Wow, he looks very different.
Wie könnte ich dich jemals vergessen?
Shit, that is eerie.
Wow.
So he's aged in the past, like...
My only aim is to take many lives. The more, the better I feel.
Now it'll make sense to him.
Was hat das zu bedeuten?
Das bedeutet, dass du Trottel immer noch nichts verstanden hast.
He destroyed him.
Jetzt musst du dich beeilen. Du hast nicht mehr viel Zeit. Ich weiß, wann du stirbst.
How?
Because he's already died in his time.
Yeah. It's gonna be soon then, maybe.
Aber vielleicht ist es auch dein Schicksal, ahnungslos zu sterben, so wie du geboren wurdest.
Oh shit. He really has it out for him.
Jedem das, was er verdient.
Come on, have a good chat. Make sense of it.
Nah, how can ya?
I can't believe Ulrich's life was over from that point.
I know. Like, he's just this old man now.
Ich habe in der Schule angerufen, die haben gesagt, du warst gar nicht da. Ist was passiert?
Oh.
Weißt du was?
Es gibt einfach Tage, die sind für die Tonne.
She brushes over it a lot. She's trying to help, but it's not good.
Glaubst du, dass er für uns einen Plan hat?
Ich glaube, ja.
This is a defining moment for
Zum
Mikkel.
Beispiel, dass Gott dafür gesorgt hat, dass du zu mir kommst.
Oh, that's very interesting,
Und
isn't
dass sein
it?
Plan für mich ist, für dich da zu sein.
There's a reason why you're here, essentially. Oh.
Damn. Oh, it's not his mother, but it's gonna be his mother now. Like,
That's when he like accepted it, I guess.
oh my goodness.
He's just in a cage.
After he was almost hung, look at his throat. Well, that explains that.
That needs some medical attention. And that bullet.
Oh, and there's those lights.
Who is she? She's intriguing. What?
That doesn't make sense.
Warum hat sie dich nicht getötet?
Yeah, what's so special about him?
Wer bist du wirklich? Wer bist du?
Surely Elizabeth remembers him, like Jonas.
Yeah, she should.
That's two very extreme, like.
I know,
Ich will, dass du
reactions.
mir zeigst, was wirklich in der Todeszone ist.
They don't even know.
No one, yeah, no one really knows.
Oh my god, so Elizabeth like created this whole thing.
Poor guy's got to walk there with like one leg and
I know.
a mangled neck. Oh my god, look at that wound on his neck, dude.
Oh. So the book her grandfather wrote, so now like looking at his stuff is probably really important.
Yeah. So now we know why Francesca was obviously a bit older. She had got to meet him before he passed.
I'm assuming that's what happened, yeah.
This is so cool. I love these side-by-side montages. Oh my god.
Wow.
That was so close. It's his father and her. Oh my god.
Bloody Ulrich.
Oh, what's happened to Ulrich is bloody tragic, man.
Is he gonna figure it out, like Egon? Because he's just been on this cert. Oh wow.
Imagine realizing that. That's kind of
Because your husband's dead, really, but then he's there alive, and
the son of your lover. Like,
why is that photo very important? That's why it like freaks me out.
this is so cool, man. Two different families, two different realizations. Like, oh.
Holy shit! Imagine seeing that.
It's a lot.
She's just digging holes. Guess she's trying to find whatever was marked on that map. Are they digging from either end? Oh no. That's her digging it in her.
So she buried something probably in the past.
Yes.
Would it be the time machine? Yes, it is.
Yeah. I mean, why go through all the effort? Just give it to her when you saw her.
Ich weiß, es macht alles keinen Sinn, aber das da ist vielleicht der einzige Weg, um zurück nach Hause zu kommen. Keine Ahnung, ob es funktioniert.
So he thinks that's the only way to go back.
Looks really cool when it becomes like that perfect circle.
Solid. Kind of looks like those pictures that Elizabeth was looking at.
Ob ich da drin sterbe oder da draußen, macht keinen Unterschied mehr.
Yeah, at this point, what do you got to lose?
Oh my god.
Isn't that wild? The way it's like enveloping him.
Jonas!
Wait, how does she know his name? Maybe he said it, but...
Maybe he said it, but it's gone back to its old form again after he went in.
Yeah.
What a bloody cliffhanger. We're going to leave there. He's absolutely wild to leave us there, but very interesting. He's gone in the wormhole and
the portal.
But where does he get spat out? Because I don't think he goes back to his timeline based on what we've seen from the older version. So where does he go? And at the same time,
does he go in the past, like 1921 or whatever?
Maybe he goes somewhere. But at the same time, Jonas, older version, and Hannah are in 87, seeing Mikkel, the father and husband,
who's from 2019,
before that even happened, and Hannah knows that that's Ulrich's son, and realizing it's also my husband to be, and it's like, what is going on?
It's like that realization.
That's
I forgot about that Ulrich son part as well. But then, like, I guess in that moment, she kind of remembers that I met him when we were yeah. Oh my god,
it's making sense. He's just proving to her everything.
Yeah. Oh my god. So it's easier to see than it is to explain, and I mean that's like correct to the fullest extent.
Yeah.
And then you've got this Claudia thing.
Claudia's an interesting one because the older Claudia remembers this conversation happening, but then she seems to believe everything has to happen the same way until a certain point. So,
but in the same breath, it's like we need to change it. So then I don't understand.
So is she like that paper that she gave her? Has she done something that's different to what she experienced? Because no one so far from the future has done something different to what they've experienced. Helge couldn't seem to remember that he was in a car accident, supposedly, because I thought you would remember that. Like the older versions, when he did it, he, I guess, wasn't in the right mind to remember this already happened. But Claudia, who's more sound of mind, surely she would remember if she had been given these instructions, and she seems like she's wanted to change something.
No.
But what?
But then, so the part that I don't understand, which came from you, was about saving Regina, and for me, that doesn't make sense.
It's not about saving Regina, but older Claudia made a line saying, you never know, we might even save Regina. So I'm just like, oh yeah, like I was just like, oh shit, that's true.
Oh, did
like,
she say that?
Yes.
Fuck, why am I missing lines?
You're missing
like,
a lot.
Are you sure?
I promise you, I guarantee, I promise you. Do you want me to show you for proof?
No, I believe you, but like...
That's why I was like, I wasn't saying the point was for Regina, but I was just like, oh, that's true.
Because
like,
the line that I was going off was, she said, you don't have long with Regina.
yes.
And that, to me, that meant, as a mother now, you don't have long with young Regina.
Correct. But then she's talking about Regina in the future, and she was like, you never know if if we change things, we might even save her or something along those lines. Oh, let me just show you because this is pointless.
One eternity later.
Would you like to continue?
So she didn't say save her, so again.
Okay, she said
she will live.
Yes.
If everything works out.
The implications are similar, but yes, it could mean a number of things, but we know that Regina is
But do
dying.
you think that's from the apocalypse or from the cancer that she means she will live? Do you know what I mean?
Well, she should know about both.
Yeah.
So all I know is we're seeing an older Regina dying, and she's saying if everything works out, she will live. So it's an if. It's not a guaranteed, already happened possibility.
Well, because then Alexander dies. We saw his tomb. Stone, whatever.
Again, this is where it gets murky waters. I didn't want to go crazy with it. It gets murky because Regina should have already been to the future. So she should technically know who lives and who doesn't. So for her to be saying if everything works out, to me suggests that she's
Claudia?
trying to... Claudia? God damn, dude. There's so much. Like, the wordplay drives me insane.
I know.
Bottom line, for her using the word if, somebody who's seen all the timelines should imply that she's trying to change something.
Yes.
That has already happened.
Yes.
So,
but then it's so like trippy because then she says stuff like it needs to happen as it has.
until a certain point. She'd said that until the time to change it. So everyone's very careful. You can't just change any time, or maybe it's just not safe or predictable to do so. I don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know what they know. We're in the dark here, but...
Clearly.
So then we got, and then I mean, just to add to the multi-generational craziness that's going on, I mean, you find out Ulrich, I thought that somebody at some point in time would break him out.
No.
But then you find out, no, he's been in that time ever since, which is insane. Because then
he's just been sitting there. So he went on a mission because he couldn't just sit at his desk and let things play out, right? Let's, like, conceptually put that together.
And he's never found.
So he's, again, just sitting there doing nothing. He's powerless. Like, he's just been locked up.
There must be a point that brings him and Egon together. But then what's wild is...
Egon's, like, figuring stuff out now. Like, he's...
Yes, but, like, I'm hoping that there's more exploration that they do together. But what's crazier then is where he's at now is still before Ulrich becomes the man that we knew and lost. So by that point, shouldn't him and Egon have already figured something out if it was to matter? Well, depends on what it was, I guess.
Well, that's the thing, that then you gotta also remember this whole labyrinth, the idea of a labyrinth. I'm not saying that that's like a gospel thing, but I mean, we've obviously seen it with Hannah. She literally knows Ulrich's son. She knows her husband as a child, and only now she's seeing it. Do you know what I mean? Like, after everything being explained. So she's like, now I guess out of this labyrinth, whereas Egon's still in it. What are you gonna figure out?
I think Hannah's out of the labyrinth.
Well, like, she knows what's going... In my head, that's what it means. Like, she knows what's going on now.
Yeah, okay. I don't necessarily interpret it as out of the labyrinth. If they're still just repeating what's already happened, then you're still a part of the game.
Yeah, in that sense, yes. But I meant more like just aware. She's aware.
I don't know. The possibilities are endless, as always. But I just find it crazy because if Egon and Ulrich do figure something out or come to some mutual understanding...
Yeah.
That's before Ulrich... Like, it's 33 years or 32 years now before Ulrich is going to go in search for this anyway. So, what did they find out? Why didn't it make it to the Ulrich that we knew, you know?
Yeah.
Because there's nothing in between.
Like in 2019.
Yeah.
Because that is the 2019 one.
I hope we still get to see the Ulrich actor, because I love that guy.
Yeah, same. But do you get what I'm saying?
Yes. I understand.
So for that to be that means he would have had to go back at that age.
It's the 2019 one, and it isn't. Like,
no, it is. It is.
Okay, let me finish. Jonas is still the same age, right? He's 1 year older. So technically that Ulrich from that timeline has only been in jail for 6 months. This is the future result of that guy. So that guy had at some point in his timeline gone from his 2019, but that was a different 2019. Like, that had already happened. It's not our 2019 because it's only been 6 months. Okay? So let's just pipe down a little bit, Pudgy.
What?
You don't understand that?
Like, I kind of do.
What are we working with, man?
Wait, he didn't just get old. Like...
That's what I'm saying. Hang on.
No, I get what you're saying. But then, like, that means a young one is somewhere.
Correct. Like
But we don't know where he is what you're saying,
No,
right?
we do know. He's currently in 53. In 87 is the old one. Or 54 now. So in 54... is the Ulrich that we know, that we follow her journey.
Yes.
So what's wild is this Ulrich
So I'm forgetting who's from what time. Like, that's like... Yeah.
But because he went so far back, he might die in like a timeline before, you know, Katerina and all these people are even old enough for him to... Like, he doesn't live long enough at this point, I'm assuming, to stop Mikkel from going to the cave or whatever. Now, speaking of the cave, that's a lot to take in, but I have to mention this. Speaking of the cave... Claudia said that she led the dog to a different timeline.
Yes.
Did she or somebody else... I've kept saying this about Mikkel. How did he just magically open some doors and went through time? Like, it didn't make sense. But did somebody lead him through there at some point? Did they set that up? That had to happen?
Most probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're getting this idea of God and the white devil and things like that. And... to me, that's someone pulling the strings. That's just what that means. Yeah.
Someone larger at play, which we've sort of seen. You can assume
Adam,
the White Devil's maybe Adam. And then we see Helge, which is... Because how did he have a kid? I don't know. As far as we know right now, he doesn't have a kid. Unless we just don't know enough about him. Because he's already starting to lose the plot in the hospital. Like, he seems like he's going tick-tock, and I'm assuming he's losing his mind a little bit. Unless he pulls it together, and it gets worse later on. I don't know. Maybe he does pull it together. But I'm like, oh, you're already starting these habits... And isn't it crazy that you started those habits as a result of the future you trying to save you from this, and you don't listen, and then you just repeat it?
Yeah. Except the future you dies when I'm pretty sure the goal was for him to die, like the younger version.
It must have been a traumatic incident that he doesn't remember it enough. So then when he comes to later in the future, and I think they said he was having dementia, so that was probably one thing that he didn't remember.
Yeah.
Which is just a tragedy because I'm like, oh man, if you'd only listened a little sooner, that would have changed things. But is that a good thing? We still don't know.
Well, that's the thing. Like, apparently not. Apparently things have to happen in the way they were. But then just that concept is a bit trippy because it's like things had to happen the way they were. I get it if it was linear, right? In the sense of like in our day-to-day life, it's like, oh, yesterday had to happen, so today I could feel a bit better, whatever, right? But for this, like me, to go in the past to then influence something for the future, like, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm in the future, but then from my future self needs to go in the past.
That's the whole mind-blowing thing about it.
Yeah, that's the like crazy part. Yeah, my God.
Yeah, it's kind of like, let's say you. This is I shouldn't even get into muddy water, but let's say you break your leg tomorrow.
Yeah.
But to break your leg tomorrow, the future you had to do something so that would happen. But then
I thought I'd go buy a chocolate
but the
bar or
past
something.
you would have already had to have done that for the future you to even get there. So then it's like
Yeah.
what came. So that's the whole thing. Like everything. That's where you got to check out. You can't try and make sense of it because what this show they're writing it really well. But it's just, you got to leave it unanswered because we keep getting like stuck there, or we can get excited by it, but we can't get too stuck there about,
that's
but
true.
how did this and that happen? But that's everything. The point is that we've seen that time sort of going in this cycle, and we don't know what came first or after, how it happened. At some point, this wormhole created like this circular continuum where one had to happen for the other, and you can't make sense of what happened first and how it connected. It's just that the future and past are affecting each other at the same time. That's the craziness of this.
Now look, correct me if I'm wrong, I've missed a lot of things in this just because of the subtitles, but I don't think anyone said Jonas in that future timeline. So the fact that she knew Jonas's name,
But they knew he was from, they met him. Remember they like Welcome to the Future?
Yeah.
So they were expecting someone.
Yes.
We haven't seen the last 6 months. So I
Yeah.
don't know, like, they might not know who he truly is. She might not know his family surname or whatever, but they must have had a first name.
Maybe.
So that's not that super alarming to me.
Okay. But then who is she? Because she almost looks like Hannah when Hannah was young. I know,
Yeah.
like, I think she's not. Can't say I know in this show. Like, you just don't know anything. But she looks similar to her. But then it's just, who knows, just could be like...
Drawn to him for some reason. Yeah, they keep focusing on her and this big scar along her face.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Do need to pay mention to, we finally got answered the rope around the neck. There was a very tricky one they done there because we always thought it was him trying to replicate his father.
Yeah.
And yet it's not. It was very, very different entirely. So it's a very interesting little detail. I mean, even to have had that from season 1, knowing Michael's way of dying, but then setting up something very different is very interesting writing.
Maybe what he meant by Mikkel, he said, your father, right, saved me.
I just feel like we haven't seen that yet.
But what he might have meant was that Mikkel actually, like, from 2019 going into the past is what allowed him to be alive. So maybe he meant it that way. I don't know.
That would be disappointing.
I know, but like
a lot of the time when you come to those like that kind of theory, it's kind of like this show surely is going to be more to it. Maybe it would be something like the reason Michael kills himself is something that has to happen for Jonas to live, or something that he understands later on that he's like, oh, that's why that had to happen. That would be more interesting. That one, your one's not very good, so let's just scratch that.
No, but I'm just saying, like, we haven't seen anything, and
I feel like it'd be cool at some point to see what that means, what it amounts to, rather than like, oh, we just knew that all along. It was,
Yeah, for sure. No, I definitely agree. Charlotte, like,
she's flipping out.
I'm confused. I don't know if I'm reading into it, but they keep staring at that photo as if, like, the photo's not meant to be there with her grandfather and...
They keep showing it.
Because Francesca is pretty much the age she is now. That's what she looks like.
Maybe a little bit younger, but yeah. That's what I think. I just think they're focusing on the grandfather. I think we've gone caught up on the Francesca.
Maybe.
We can check it, but I just think that when she's talking about the grandfather, that's the one photo they got a reference, and we didn't realize that he was, I didn't even know he was her grandfather till recently, or that he was part of the closer timelines. I always thought he was part of the 87 timeline, so I didn't know that Francesca would have even met him.
Can we do a little recap? What timelines do we have right now? So 1921.
1921.
Which is Adam and stuff.
Which really should be... Hang on. Because when we were in... Oh, so that was... See, it was meant to be 1920. But because we've switched over, we started on 21.
Yeah.
21, 54...
Who's 54 in 54?
Ulrich, currently. Young Egon.
Young Helge.
Yeah.
Yep.
87,
Yep.
which is where we saw older Ulrich now and older Egon and all that. And then 2020. Oh, no. And then 2020 is like the one that we started with. And then 2052 is this future one. So we've got a lot going on.
We
a
do,
lot
we
going
do.
on. I'm pretty happy with, like, obviously we're going to get lost and stressed and tired. That's the point.
For sure.
That's the point of this show.
Clearly.
That's the fun of the reaction with this show. I don't think I'll never say anyone because there'll always be a few unique people, but I'm sure most people are expecting us to be pretty brave.
Yeah, but I think the people that are going to expect more of us are the ones that have seen it like 10 times. And
No, but that's fine. I'm not talking about them. I'm saying like most people, I'm sure this is half the fun as well. Like, so but in that being said, I feel like I'm pretty happy with how much we're grasping. I'm pretty happy with what we're understanding overall. It's a deep series. It's one that deserves 3 or 4 rewatches to get your head properly around it. So I'm not even trying to pretend like we're going to get it all in the first watch, but we're getting enough to be enjoying the story, enjoying the theorizing, you know, putting pieces together right or wrong and just sort of following along and having this fun sort of detective adventure in this wild, wild story.
Well, speaking about, you know, detectives, Clausen, I think his name is, the new like head of police, chief, whatever he is.
Know. Yeah.
He is intriguing because he knew that there's more questions to ask. And he kind of skimmed over like why did Alexander take your last name? He's like, fine, you don't want to answer that?
He was kind of doubling down, but then we got interrupted.
Yeah.
It ended.
And then he goes, no, there is something more. And
well, he asked what year did he come, so he is putting things together. He's asking the right questions.
Yes, but then after that, he knew there was something more. He moved on to the box. And then, what was the question after that? He's like, what did this man look like?
What? Did he say that? Are you
yes,
sure?
Who's this stranger? The stranger? What did he look like?
Oh, I thought you were talking about Alexander still, because you had to change, like, you're talking about Alexander, then what did this man look like?
No.
Yes.
You've not been keeping up, my friend.
I have been keeping up.
No.
I've been keeping up. Okay, so what did the cloaked man look like? Yes. That's what he's asked.
Yes. But again, to me, the way he's putting stuff together, it's like for Charlotte, it's mind blowing. Like that this could even exist. But then for him, it's almost like semi-normal. Like he's like, oh.
I wouldn't say semi-normal because he's not. You're saying like that this could exist. He doesn't know what this is. He's just scratched the surface. He doesn't know about time travel and stuff. He's just seen the first few bits and pieces. He's just trying to uncover the inconsistencies in the information that's present. He's not even scratched the surface of time travel yet.
Yeah. Well, I guess what I'm saying is maybe he does know a little bit about something.
Okay. I don't think he does from what I've seen right now.
Yeah.
But he just seems like he's got the right type of thinking for this kind of case.
For sure. It's so finicky, isn't it? Because you see Mikkel there thinking that, okay, maybe I can go back home. And maybe at that point, the portals were open and he could have. And then obviously somehow Noah knows this and then he's there to like stop him from doing it so then things can happen as they were to happen so that Jonas can be alive and blah, 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 blah. Things as we know it. But imagine if Noah didn't know for some reason or missed it or like...
Jonas right there, the older one that's taken Hannah back, can just literally take Mikkel back and change everything, right?
Yes.
But he obviously doesn't believe that that's the way to fix it. I guess what this shows is added some ground rules I've sort of picked up on it this season more so, is by having the time travel fixed by 33 years.
Yeah.
Cause I'm thinking, can't you technically run into a similar version of yourself? But you're going to go back into that point in time.
Yeah.
33 years from the time you left. So you're fixed in that kind of range. So now if you're in 2020, you're only going to go to 87, not 86.
Yes.
And you're only going to go to 20.
But then Claudia's seen the younger Claudia, but in that 33's like...
Yes, but she saw her in 87, not 86.
Yes,
So I'm just saying you're stuck because even...
I don't know. You can't change what happened before.
I don't know how they know what they know. I don't know how Noah knows the time stuff. It seems pretty crazy for him that he knows everything. But I was always thinking, but isn't he going to run into himself you sit too close, like you could run into your own self, but
Right.
no, because that other version of him might have done it 5 minutes prior. Like it's fixed in that
33.
way, because he went and saw Mikkel there and told him to go in the cave, but then obviously Jonas and Hannah are now there. They got technically take him back and change all that. So how does he know to prevent all this? Like he's sort of reliant on things repeating as they are.
Yeah.
But then Claudia's her own kind of variable, and she's a bit unpredictable. But again,
Yes.
Noah seems confident enough that she's being dealt with.
It's also hard because you don't know what everyone's motives are. Like, go future Elizabeth. It's like, why is she lying to people? Obviously, her followers or whatever, they don't. Well, she knows about the prophecy, which could be because of her.
What does she know?
It could be because of her grandfather's work that she knows about the prophecy, rather than running into Noah or something. I don't know.
Yeah, she had some.
We in the 2020 time, we just see her, researching this. She's infatuated by it at this point.
Yeah,
So
well, for some reason she shot Jonas down. So something rung true to her, something he said, but they still put him in a cage.
But do you think she actually remembers that that's Jonas from 2019?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that something struck a chord with her there. It's also crazy to see that little girl become what she's become.
Yeah.
Like always, we don't know what the hell happened in between, so it's hard to piece it together. Has she completely lost her way? Does she know something? Was she waiting for someone? Like, who knows? Anything, anyone could have happened at this point. Spoken to her,
And anywhere.
Yeah.
Well, guys, we hope you enjoyed today's reaction. If you did, don't forget to leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel and let us know in the comments down below what you thought of the episode.
And if you want early access to our reactions or you want to watch our uncut reactions, we'll leave a link to our Patreon down below. Take care of yourselves and we'll see you on our next... it's that kind of day. We'll see you on our next reaction.
See you guys.